Welcome to an introduction on Browzine. Browzine has become the default tool for online journal navigation at Texas State University libraries. This powerful and aesthetic tool provides users with an intuitive interface to browse research articles within a journal, just as if you were thumbing through the pages in the stacks. Additionally, the ability to curate your Browzine bookshelf allows you to easily stay in the know and connect with the content and subjects you care most about. While this video will show you the ins and outs of the desktop version of Browzine, please note that there is also a mobile app version that you can download via the App Store and on Google Play so that you can read your favorite journals while on the go. So, to start off with, Browzine is very easily accessed via the Texas State University Library's homepage. While you can find Browzine in the A to Z list of databases, you can also reach this great tool by clicking the Journals and Periodicals button in the middle of the screen. This is the main journal search screen for Browzine. You can browse by subjects to find journals or simply search using a journal title, subject, or ISSN. I can start typing and it will autofill with search results. Just like that. Today though, let's browse through the biological sciences journals. As you can see on the left-hand side, the subject is further categorized to help you find journals to meet your specific needs. I happen to be curious about the food science journals. Wow, there's so many of them, and they're even further indexed. The default is for journals to appear alphabetically, but one cool feature of Browzine is that you can sort journals by their ranking. If I click the journal rank up here in the right-hand corner, they are sorted according to their SJR, Simago Journal Ranking, from highest to lowest. This is particularly useful if you're looking for journals to submit your own research. Once I find a journal that I'm interested in taking a deeper look at, I can just click it. So let's choose Food Frontiers. What makes Browzine unique is that you can visually see all of the articles that were published in each issue. You can also look at previous volumes and issues of the journal. Additionally, if you want to find more about a particular journal, click the SJR and you can find additional information. I'm going to once again click on Food Frontiers, and I can see that the publisher is John Wiley & Sons, and I can find more about the journal, how to contact the editor, all that information, including the scope. But back to Browzine. So for each article, you have a number of options. First is the button to download and review the PDF. You can also link to the article, save it to Browzine's My Articles, which allows for offline reading, export citation, and share. If you select My Articles, it will be added to a list that you can access at the top of the screen. Please note that you will need to create an account to utilize this feature. Simply make one with your NetID email and create a password that meets the software's requirements. You can create collections to store each article in as well. The export citation is also a very useful tool that connects articles to your citation management tool of choice. For me, that is Zotero. You will simply log into your Zotero or whatever software management tool you choose. Oh, I will accept the defaults. And then if I were to open up my Zotero, it would be there. Please note that this does not add the PDF attachment. If you wanted to attach that, you would have to do that separately in Zotero, but it will have the information already there through the metadata. So those are the basics of Browzine, but what makes Browzine an amazing resource for researchers is the bookshelf. At the top, I can click on My Bookshelf. Now, please note that this is my personal bookshelf that reflects my personal research agenda. You can create up to 4 bookcases, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see here, I have 3 that I'm only utilizing. To change the name of any of them, you can click on the case and then click on the pencil. So I'm going to make this my example bookcase. And then I'm going to click the check mark to save it. Okay, you can also go in and name each shelf. They can be unique in what you choose. So I will show you my librarianship bookshelf. I have my bookcase is labeled librarianship, and then I have each shelf to further categorize the journals. So I have academic, and all 3 of these journals apply to academic librarianship. I have these 2 journals that apply to subject librarianship, and then I just have general. And of course, if I wanted to create more shelves, I could. Really, what I'm doing is just organizing the journals to find what's most relevant for me. For some of the journals, you'll find that there's a red circle with a number. That means that there are, X number of articles that I've not read in this issue. If this bothers you or fills you with dread and shame, just click on the journal and then click on Mark All Issues as Read. Now, when I go back to my bookshelf, you'll see that that red circle is gone and everything is fine. I can kind of lessen my stress. Finally, you may be wondering how to add journals to your bookshelf. Well, that's both kind of simple and convoluted. I'm going to go back to the main Browzine search screen, and I'm just going to grab any journal that tickles my fancy. So, Nature Methods looks good. I'm going to click Add to my bookshelf here on the left. And then, the one thing that really is bothersome about Browzine is that when you add to a bookshelf, it automatically gets placed in the first shelf of your first bookcase. So I obviously don't want Nature Methods under STEM librarianship or under STEM information literacy. So to move it, I'm going to click the little hamburger menu item and click Move. If I wanted it on another shelf in this bookcase, I would just click the down arrow to drop it into that shelf. However, I want it on an entirely different bookcase. So I'm going to click the hamburger menu once again and click Move. Now I'm going to go up to the top right where I have these arrows, and that's how I navigate to the next bookcase. So I'm going to put it in the example bookcase. I'm going to just drop it into that shelf, just like I did earlier. So this is Browzine in a nutshell. I hope you learned something new and go forth with your research feeling even more prepared.